my wife, about 2 years ago, said to me, I want to be a theme park designer. I know she's always wanted to be a theme park designer. And the thing is, to be in this industry, you pretty much need to be technical. You need to be an artist, a graphic designer, an engineer. There's a couple of other things, but they're all technical. Because how many idea people do you really need? If you're just like, I have good ideas, that's a dime a dozen. Well, my wife really does have fantastic ideas, and she's one of those incredibly organized people that will have everything ready for a meeting, including the stuff you wouldn't anticipate before the meeting starts, like 2 days before the meeting starts. And so I know that she's genuinely good at this, and she knows I'm a person that makes things happen. So I said, we're going to make you a theme park designer. We can make this happen through the nuclear football. This is the way to do it. So what we created for her is, our idea was to create a news website for the theme park design industry, otherwise known as the entertainment design industry. And my thinking prior to starting the website is, if we build it, they will come. We build something that reports on news in this industry, then people that are in the industry will want to know what's going on in their own industry. We created something that was more visually appealing. It was more like 2011 or whenever we created it. And a site that was really going to cover everything going on quickly. So we publish at least an article every single day. And another really important component, as I said, do interviews with micro-celebrities. Because those micro-celebrities, the people that build the theme park rides that we've all enjoyed in our lives, are pretty interesting. And at the same time as they're interesting, they're good people to partner with down the road if you say, hey, I'd like to do some concepting work for you. I said, just form a relationship, and this will be your in to get in this industry. And so she interviewed people, sent out emails with a subject interview request to the people that have built some of the most incredible rides, biggest theme parks out there that don't get much recognition. You probably don't know their name other than Walt Disney. So she did this, and it worked really well. A lot of people were interested in doing the interview, and it's because it wasn't just a strategy. I was the one with the strategy, but she's the one with the passion. That's what made her a great client, so to speak, is because she's genuinely interested in this stuff. I mean, she loves this. So she went out and did these great interviews and wrote pieces that took her days to write on these folks. And she made a good relationship with them. And then what we ended up doing, here's an example of an interview. This is the guy that created the Jaws ride at Universal Studios, Back to the Future ride, which used to be one of my favorites. E.T., he used to be Spielberg's roommate. So we created this little call to action. This came to me like a year after we started the site. It says, interested in hiring an entertainment designer? Right now it says, we know all the best teams in the industry. And it's true. Because my wife has interviewed the best teams in the industry, she knows them. And if somebody is looking to hire somebody in this area, let's say somebody has a lot of land and wants to build a theme park, or investors, she knows the people that can build it. So she basically acts as a middleman and gets a percentage of the transaction. The transaction is often, by the way, from $10 million to billions of dollars. Also, because she gets a lot of links from these interviews, again, without trying, she's never even done any outreach, that's the cool part, she ends up ranking really high for entertainment design. Entertainment design, that's a good keyword, but a lot of people who are students type that in, so it's not attracting investors or landowners or anybody that might want to build a theme park or design a ride. Because she produces so much content, this is her traffic graph. She shows up for 94,617 long-tail keywords. A couple of head keywords, but a lot of keywords. Now again, that's a huge net. Most of them are just reading it because they're interested. But there's probably 3 or 4 people a day that come that are potential bottom line revenue people. And these are the money keywords. You can filter in Google Analytics to see them. So when people type in theme park designer, theme park designers, theme park ride designers, notice they're staying on a while too. These are pretty engaged people. These are our money keywords, as I call them. And these are what result in all these leads that she's gotten. So today, my wife is a theme park designer. She's officially part of the industry. She's got 3 different jobs that she's working on now, and she's successful. All she had to do was create a resource that, I mean, Google particularly trusts this site because of the fact that it's a not commercial. Even though it does have a commercial intent in there, Google sees it as a news site. In fact, we submitted it to Google News, and it was accepted. So it is truly a news website. So it gets special favor with Google, and it's been so successful. And she truly works with some of the biggest theme park chains in the world now, from creating a news website and networking, basically. So that's kind of the power of the nuclear football and all the stuff that it can do.